Hey everybody, okay, I'm back. Now, this video is going to be about breastfeeding 101. Now, I consider myself a veteran. Yes, I do. Mainly because I've had 3 children consecutively. They're 3 years old, 20 months, and 3 weeks old. And I breastfed all of them full time, no formula. I did give them breast milk in a bottle when I had to, only when I would want to go out that night or if I had something to do the next day and they had to be in a sitter's care. I'd give them breast milk up until they had, up until they didn't need breast milk anymore. Also, what was I going with that? Okay, breastfeeding. Okay, so I breastfed them, my first 2 were to 12 months to 14 months. And Amir 12 months, Isaiah 14 months, and Elijah I plan on nursing him for 18 months. And I actually anticipated on nursing all 3 of my children to 18 months, but I didn't because I ended up getting pregnant after they turned 1. Like, it's ridiculous. When Amir turned 1, I got pregnant. When Isaiah turned 1, I got pregnant. And I'm done. I'm getting my IUD in the next couple of weeks. The next 3 weeks I'm getting the IUD, so I'll be back to update you guys on that. But I made a list really quickly so I could just get through it. Okay, as soon as you have your baby, you had them, you're exhausted, you're tired, you don't want to look at them, or sometimes maybe you do want to look at them, but as soon as you get a chance to, put the baby near your breast. Try to feed them, even if you don't have, you're going to have colostrum. You're going to have like this clear liquid. It actually looks yellow when you put it on paper, and it's really sticky. Well, it dries sticky. That's what the baby eats as soon as he comes out, and then maybe 3 to 4 days your breast milk will come. But even if you had a C-section, I know you're tired, I know you're in pain, I know you just want to sleep. Hold your baby near your breast so he can smell you. He can get your scent. And if anything, if you just get your nipple and just squeeze, because you can express milk by hand. You don't need breast pumps. So that's another chapter. That would be like 104 or something. But even if you just express a little of the colostrum on his lips so he can taste it, and he'll go. That's what they do. They're gasping for milk. Do that. And breastfeeding is challenging. The baby doesn't know what to do. You have to teach him. You know what I mean? And you as a first-time mom or first-time breastfeeding, you don't know what to do. So you guys are kind of learning together. So the first child is kind of difficult, but after a couple of days, you'll get the hang of it. Seriously. So just put a little of the colostrum on his lips and on his tongue and try to breastfeed from there. Also, try not to give your baby formula. When you get in the hospital and sometimes they let the baby sleep in the nursery, keep your baby in the room with you. Get up and feed them. Hold them near your breast. Try not to give them formula. Try not to. It just complicates things. They don't really get confused. Well, yeah, they get confused and they're like, I want breast milk, I want formula. Some of the babies might, if they're taking formula, they might not want your breast. Or like in my case, my children, I think I was gone one day and my mother-in-law tried to give my baby formula and he was like, what's that? He was like, that's not my mama milk. I don't want that. You know what I mean? So try not, if you want to breastfeed exclusively, stick to it. It's wonderful. It's the best thing for your baby. Try not to give him formula if you can help it. Make sure now when you're nursing, make sure the baby's lips are flanged. Now what flanged means is that the lips are like this. So his lips should be like this over your nipple, and his tongue should be down. So when you're inserting your breast into his mouth, make sure his tongue is down and his lips are flanged over your areola. And that's the dark part of your nipple, not of your breast. Not your nipple, because your nipple is going to crack and bleed and it's going to hurt. Do not put the baby on your nipple. And they don't know any better. So when you try to stick your breast in the baby's mouth, they chomp down with their gums on the first thing they see. And it's your job to kind of maneuver the breast into their mouth. And what I like to do is take my thumb, my index finger, flatten my breast to where it's like, it's flat. It's not just like pointy, it's like flat. And I lift it up and I put the bottom part of my areola on his tongue and slide it down in his mouth. So, I hope I'm explaining this right. So I'll take my breast, put his face, open his mouth, and when his tongue is down, his bottom lip is flame like that, I put it in his mouth and I lift up his top lips where his lips are flamed, and he sucks. He sucks really good, and he gets a good flow of milk going, and he's happy. Okay, next thing. Oh, use your pinky, or I prefer pinky, to remove the baby off your breast when you have to do something, or he's done eating and he hasn't stopped latching. He's like, he fell asleep on it, but his mouth is still open. Just stick your pinky on the side of his mouth and pull down on his tongue, and he'll open his mouth and you can just pull your breast out. He'll release it. Okay. The bad thing about breastfeeding, well, it's not really bad, it's just a natural order thing, is that you're gonna cramp crazy when you're breastfeeding. But you cramp after having a baby anyway. But every time you breastfeed the baby, you're gonna get this cramping, and all it is your uterus shrinking back to its size. So you're losing weight. That's all it is. You're losing weight. You can take medicine for it. I'm not gonna lie, I did take Motrin, like a pain reliever, doing that for that time, and the hospital offered me Vicodin. Do not take Vicodin. Do not take Vicodin if you can help it. Now, if you had a C-section, girl, do what you got to do, because I have never had C-section, so I don't know what that is, but I've given birth to an 8-pound baby naturally, so, and I didn't have to take Vicodin. So, if I can do it, you can do it, and I'm the tiniest thing in this earth. And, what else? So, yeah, it'll be cramping, but it's only temporary. It'll last 7 to 12 days, and it'll go away. And as the days go by, the cramping gets less severe, if that makes sense. Baby lose. Oh yeah, and you help the baby breastfeeding your baby helps you lose weight quickly. The longer you breastfeed, the more weight you lose. You dropping them off. Oh, okay. So these are benefits. The baby digests the milk, your breast milk, smoothly, a lot more smoothly than formula. You notice formula babies kind of spit up a lot. They kind of gag, they kind of choke, and their poop is like this stinky dark green color. Versus a breastfed baby, it still stinks. Don't get me wrong, but it's like a sweeter stink. Maybe sweet's the wrong word, but it's not. It's a less wrenching stench, and it's like a light yellowy, seedy color. And the baby digests the breast milk smoothly because it's natural. It's what it's supposed to do. Formula fed babies, sometimes they do spit up, but all babies spit up. But formula fed babies spit up more, are more likely to spit up than a breastfed baby. And the baby, breastfeeding your baby full-time with no formula helps with their immune system. My children have excellent immune systems. If they get a common cold, 3 days later it's gone. I know some of my nieces and nephews who were formula-fed and breastfed, but it's a long story. They stay sick. And I'm not saying that's all formula-fed babies, but they stay sick all the time. It's not even funny. And also the best thing about breastfeeding is the experience and the bond you get with your baby. It's like no other. I love the fact that I'm the only one to be able to give him this particular gift, because it is a gift. And it's just a wonderful experience. I love taking the time out when it's quiet and just nursing the baby, and it's just he and I, and we're talking and we're making eye contact and we're connecting. We're here. I love all my babies, and I just love being a mom, and I love being able to give them this gift. And nurse your baby as long as you can. Like I said, I nursed mine till they were 12, from breast milk straight to whole milk. And I want to nurse them for 18 months. But if you can only nurse your baby for a month, fine. Give him that. At least that little bit of breast milk will help him or her. It's just a wonderful thing. And I hope I didn't leave anything out. If you guys have any questions or concerns, leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer them as clearly as I possibly can. I would do a demonstration video, but I kind of don't want to put my boob out on TV or on the tube, you know what I mean. But I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's interesting too, because I'll breastfeed in public all day. If my baby is crying, I will whip it out and put it in his mouth. I'm like, whoever's looking, don't look. Tough titties. Well, tough. Don't look then, because he's hungry. I'm gonna feed him. And 9 times out of 10, I have a blanket over me, and you can't even tell that I'm nursing, but if I don't have a blanket, I'm just going to feed my baby, whatever. It's natural. It's not nothing to be ashamed of, or disgusting or nasty. It's normal. Okay? So, on that note, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.